of your family, friends, and lovers are comfortable with where they're at. And they don't have that conviction to actually make their dreams come true. Okay, so some of you are chosen ones. If you're attracted to this channel, if you're attracted to my videos, most likely you're a chosen one, right? And you have a different level of determination than the next person, right? So a lot of people talk about what they want to do, but they don't actually have the drive to get up and do it and make it happen. And that's what the difference is between you and them. And sometimes, because they have their own things going on, their life and what they have going on can get in your way and distract you from what you have going on, right? Their needs and their wants and things that are not important to your journey, right? And they can be distractions. So that's why I say, like, you need peace. Sometimes people want to argue about stupid stuff. And like, I hate arguing with people because I'm like, in my mind, I have generational curse breaking thoughts on my mind. I don't have time or energy to argue with you about something minor or stupid or something that I don't care about. Okay. With men that maybe want to talk to a bunch of other women, I'm not about to argue with you about the hoes you want to have in the back. If you're not being faithful to me, if you don't understand that you got a awesome woman on your team, I don't know what to tell you, but I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to beg you to be faithful when I know that I'm a wife. I know that I'm a blessing to any man that I may be with, right? And if you don't recognize that, toodaloo, you are not the one, right? And so I've had people get mad at me in the past because I'm just not going to go back and forth with you. I feel like either you're going to be faithful or not. Either we're going to do this relationship or not. Even with friends, either we're going to be good friends or you're going to be a backstabbing friend, okay? I don't entertain the bull crap. I will hang up the phone on you quick just because I have so much going on to where I'm not going to put my energy into stupid, useless things, right? So again, they may talk about what they want to do, but they may not actually have the conviction to do those things, to get those goals done. And a lot of the times because of that, they can become envious of you. People can become envious of you because they see like, oh, we came from the same place and she overcame that obstacle. We came from the same place and now she's here and I'm here. Even people that have more than you can be jealous of you because they see that drive in you. They see that hunger in you. And even though that you have less than them, they're like, dang, I want that drive. I want that hunger. I want that aura and that energy that person has. Yeah, sometimes it's not always financial. Some people are jealous of the aura and the energy that you carry, right? And I know, ladies, drop in the chat. Let me know that you've had a jealous lover in the lifetime, right? Where you are killing it. You are getting money. You are paying your own bills. And your man may feel like, I'm supposed to be doing that. I'm supposed to be providing. I'm supposed to be the one getting the cars and the home. And how is a woman doing that better or going harder than me? And that can challenge a man's ego, right? And when a man's ego is challenged, they can become harmful to you, whether that's verbally abusive, mentally abusive, physically abusive, emotionally abusive, right? Because their jealousy takes over the fact that you're a woman that they love. Their ego takes over. And at that point, they can't even think straight. Right? And it becomes a very stressful situation. And now you're dealing with someone in their feelings. And now you're going hard and working on your business. And they're like, why aren't you giving me any attention? And why this and why that? And then they start just trying to get in between you and your goals because they just don't understand what you're going through and why you're giving so much to what you got to do, And, I pray that God brings me someone who understands when I do date again, because I'm not interested at this time. But I pray that God brings me someone who understands, like, I am on a mission. And there is going to be times, months at a time, where, baby, as long as we lay in this bed together every night and know that we're good, we're good. But during the day, I might not be able to give you that one-on-one time because my mind is focused on the goal, right? And we may need to spend time apart, or I may be traveling, for business purposes or whatever. And I need you to be with me by my side. And I need you to understand that I'm with you, right? And that's why that wedding ring is so important to me, to let you know, like, even though I'm out here chasing these dreams and goals and breaking generational curses, I love you. I'm with you. And there's going to be times like in tax season, January through April tax season, I'm busy. I'm serving clients. I'm making money, right? But when tax season is over, I can give you all the time in the world, and I need somebody who understands that and doesn't let their insecurities take over and make them start thinking things that aren't actually happening. They start telling themselves that, well, it must be somebody else. No, it's my business. You see my business, but because of your insecurities, your brain is telling you something totally crazy. And I don't feel like debunking that. Like, I will fight for you and I will explain myself. But if you're just not listening, again, I'm to the point where it's like, I'm 30. I'm about to be 30 in April. 30, okay? This is my last 2 months being 29. I'm not arguing. I'm not going to explain when I show you every day that I love you, when I come home to you every night, when I spend every waking moment with you. I'm not going to keep proving that I love you. I think that I've shown you how much I love you. Like, I think I've shown you that I'm here, that I'm loyal. I think I've shown you that, right? So if that's not enough, then I just can't do it. And again, another reason that you need peace and stability to be successful is when you don't have stability, when you're hopping from pillow to post and you're stressed out, you are in survival mode. You're in what's called survival mode. So how do you expect to be able to focus when you're just trying to survive, right? Like, I remember just not too long ago, I was in a shelter and my tax business got me out of that situation, right? And I trusted God that this business was going to blow up and do what I needed it to do. And I'm not where I want to be, but I am well off. You know what I mean? And I remember how stressed I was back then. Just being in that small room and all the other people that lived there just was on drugs and other things. They want to come knock on your door at 3 a.m. and just being around different energies. I remember going from that to going to now I'm in my own 3-bed, 2.5 bath house. I have an office. Like, this is my office, my workspace, separate from my room. Like, nobody really knows where I live. I don't have nobody distracting me, right? Nobody's coming, distracting me, knocking on my door. I don't have any extra energies around me where I have to worry about how that person's feeling, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why it's so important when I do get a man, I need him to be very understanding of me, because like, I need him to know, like, okay, wifey's in work mode right now. Let me give her her peace. Let me give her her space. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need somebody to understand, like, wifey's in go mode right now. Let me let her do her thizzle, okay? Like, I need somebody who understands that about me, right? And just like, now that I'm not in survival mode, I'm being so much more creative. Like, y'all, if you look at my page, I've been posting on YouTube. If you look at my Instagram and my Facebook, my social media, I've been posting like day and night. Like, I've been going hard. I've also been running a tax business with over 100 tax professionals under me. That's a lot. They all need help. That's a lot to deal with, right? But because I have a peaceful environment, because I have cultivated and created a peaceful and stable, right? My bills are paid. I'm not stressed about, am I going to get kicked out tomorrow? My car note is paid, right? Now that the basics are taken care of, I'm out of survival mode. Now I'm in my soft girl area. Now that I'm not surviving and focused on, am I just going to make it through to the next day? Now I have the peace of mind to be creative. Now I have the peace of mind to produce. Produce business ideas, produce content. I want to get back into my music bag and start making music again. I have the peace of mind to do that now because I'm not thinking of how am I going to pay this bill? Where am I going to stay? What hotel room can I get tonight? Do I have enough money to cover it for one night and I can't even enjoy it tonight because I got to think about how I'm going to cover it the next day because they're going to kick me out at 11 a.m. So I got to figure out how to get the money for y'all. I've been through it all. Even in relationships, just having someone around that has so much insecurity to where they want to argue with you every 5 minutes. I cannot give you all my energy screaming and yelling and arguing with you because you don't believe that I love you because of your insecurities. Not because I'm showing you that I don't love you, but because you're so insecure because you don't feel like you're worth having a woman of my caliber. And at some point, you have to know when to let people go. And one thing that I've learned is I may be alone, but I'm never lonely. And I actually like being alone. But I do want someone in my life. I just need them to understand me. I need them to understand that I'm going to need space and they're going to need space too. And the thing about it is, y'all, I'm very clingy. Like, I'm very clingy. So for me to be saying this is actually crazy. Like, that's the whole point. Like, I'm clingy, but when I'm in lock-in mode, I'm in lock-in mode. And I just want somebody who's going to understand that about me and I'm going to understand that about them, you know. And so the first thing you need before you think about anything else is get a peaceful environment for yourself. Get a quiet space. Doesn't have to be perfect. Doesn't have to be extravagant. But get somewhere peaceful where you can think clearly and get creative, right? And get stability. Make sure if you are staying in hotels right now, figure out how you can cover that up for a week so you could just have a week where you could just think about your business ideas, about your creative ideas. You know, when you take that pressure off yourself, now that you can actually think things through and produce things and make things happen for yourself, right? Chaos and arguing all day, you have to be careful of where you're putting your energy at. If you're putting in energy into arguing with your spouse every day, you're not going to be able to focus on building a business, right? And the reason I'm being able to produce so much content and produce so much of my business and grow my business and give to my business, I literally just got off a webinar call before I did this video, is because I don't have a friend or a lover around me that wants to argue with me as soon as I get off the Zoom call. Because now I'm pissed. Now I don't want to make a YouTube video because you done threw me out of my mode, right? Like, you done made me mad and I don't even have the energy to get on and make a YouTube video anymore, right? So it's just, I have so much energy to give and I just want to give and keep producing. And like I said, 10 years ago, I said I wanted to do YouTube. And now I'm actually doing it because I have peace. And after everything I've been through in my 20s, going into my 30s, like, anybody can't just walk into my life. I'm talking about family. I will cut your ass off. Like, listen, my cutoff game is crazy. It's crazy. Like, I will cut you off if you're disturbing my peace. I really will. I really will. And any man that comes into my life moving forward, you're really gonna, like, ain't no coming to my house, ain't no having sex within the first 6 months. Like, I need to know you. I need to know what kind of spirits you got going on. I need to know what your drive is, what your goals are. And for me, like, sex is what really makes me catch feelings. If that thing is good, right, on top of you being a good man, okay. So I know that about myself, right? So it's like, I know, like, I'm not going to do that with you because I need to be able to think logically and not let my feelings and my emotions tell me that I love you when I don't know you for real. So that is one of my things that I'm going to do moving forward, is waiting at least 6 to 9 months to have sex with somebody so I can really get to know them. And you can still get connected to somebody without sex, but I'm just saying, like, that for me, it'll keep me strong to make a decision. Like, if it's not working or if they're not healthy for me, I'll be more, you know, clear-minded to make a decision to say, hey, this is not for me, right? So, again, you need peace and you need stability to be successful. You have to have a peace of mind. You have to have a clear mind and a sharp mind. And you can't have that when you're in survival mode. You can't have that when you're surrounded with chaos. So find peace, get you some stability, and everything else will fall in line. Always remember that anything that's going on in your life, whether it's good or bad, is used by God to align you and get you focused on your path and on your purpose. So never despise the bad things and bad times in lives, and never despise the small beginnings. Okay? I love you guys. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I have so much more that I'm going to keep producing and giving to you guys. And God bless. Have a good night, and I'll see you next video.